morning, guys. Welcome back to Treble Valley Farm. Today is March 10th. It was apparently daylight savings last night. So we have kind of a fun project going on today. I got a new job and I'm starting tomorrow. And it's super last minute, but today we are going to be building a dog run for our dogs because I don't have anywhere to put them while I'm gone for 8 hours tomorrow. It's supposed to start raining or possibly snowing around noon today. So we've got about 3 hours before the weather gets really bad.
We got a pretty good load of cattle panels for future projects, but this one is where we need it the most. Currently, the idea is to use this old garden shed as sort of like a dog house and attach the run to that. We're gonna try and make use of the pig fencing that we've already put up, so that will be one of the 4 walls. And I think we're gonna use the old garden shed as sort of a dog run or a dog house. So this shed burned a little bit, there's some burn damage, and so I think eventually we will completely gut the thing and put new siding on, replace all the 2x4s that are a little sketchy, support it a bit more and fix the roof. But for now, we got to get some place for the dogs to have some shelter and a place where they can't just run off by themselves. So that's the plan, and we're gonna try and get started.
So we have this dog run that we built when they were like 30 pounds smaller. It does not hold them anymore, and it hasn't for a long time, but we're gonna try to salvage the T-posts from this, and we've been meaning to take this down for a while anyways. So we've got 8 T-posts here, and that's definitely not gonna be enough, is it?
I don't think so.
So we gotta find a couple more.
We have that inner fence line that we want to take down. It's in really bad shape.
That's true, yeah. Probably gonna randomly harvest some T-posts from around the property. This is the pig yard here, and this is what he's talking about. We're planning on using this as one of the sides of the dog run, connecting this front corner to the front of the shed there, cutting a dog door in this side of the shed, putting an actual door on the front of it so they can't get out there, and then basically connecting it somewhere in the middle of this wall all the way around to the other side. The dogs pretty much have free reign of the property all day when we're home. We don't ever put them in a yard or on a leash or anything, but I've never left them for so long before, and I can't really trust them to stay within our property lines. They're only 4 months old, so.
There you go, dog door. I'll probably take out this. We're just using, they're T-post clips, but we're gonna use them to tie these panels together. If I can reach it.
How many projects have we done exactly like this now? 4?
Yeah, 4.
So we did the pig pen, the temporary dog yard, the fence around my garden, the fence, the fence at the front gate that we repaired last year.
Yeah.
So this is the 5th.
Yeah.
Do you love it yet?
I'm actually not a huge fan of fencing.
Really? That's so surprising.
I mean, it's not that bad. This one's actually going really smooth, and I think it's because of the time of year. Like, the dirt's soft, it's easy to get the T-posts in the ground. Like, it's not crazy hot out here, and I don't know. It's going smooth. So we finished putting up the cattle panel. I was working on the last bit here to close up this little gap, but we have all the T-posts in. We're Gonna tie off these right after she's done with that. And we've gone all the way around to the other side of the building and cleaned out all of the garbage. So now we're working on this little door part, and we'll have to build this door, obviously, a gate. And we're gonna take this cabinet off the wall and sort of rebuild some of this wood and then build a better door. But this cabinet is bolted to the wall, but all the bolts are pretty much stripped or really hard to reach. So I'm just gonna draw it off. The whole building shakes.
Literally. Nice!
I did. Well, so now that we got the cabinet down, we can see all of the burned wood. So we're just going to rip that out as well and replace it with some new plywood. Well, used plywood, but plywood scraps.
We had a gap here between where the foundation of the building comes out and where we were able to get the closest T-post. So obviously the dogs could get through there. So we decided to cut a chunk of this scrap woven wire that we had laying around the property and cut it to go fit around this. We staple it into the wood here. Actually, I don't know if that's very sturdy, but I'm cutting this end to wrap it around the cattle panel on this side. Then we'll clip everything to the T-post. This is sandwiched in between. Then we'll staple this to the building, and then eventually we will cover this with like more plywood or something. So
Nice.
But I think it's pretty dog proof.
Yeah. That's all I need.
I don't really want this back, but we may want to take this out later. Not bad, not bad.
Let's do it. And that's how a project gets extended. You're like, well,
I didn't know you were recording.
why don't we just do that
I mean,
that as
since
well?
we have it all here.
I can't believe that didn't break.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
The roof looks a little...
Little what? I can't imagine anybody would have anything negative to say about that roof. I don't know what you're talking about. Amazing.
It's not bad. I forgot what he says.
It's somebody wants. These hinges already existed on the structure and we're really, really running out of time and it's looking like it's gonna start raining. So we kind of are just at this point doing what is good enough because I work at 9 a.m. tomorrow for a full day. So this is the only piece of scrap plywood we had that would fit this 4-foot opening, and we didn't have one that was tall enough, so we decided to do this kind of door. It's just plywood. It's super temporary. We're gonna put a, what are they called?
A barricade lock?
Yeah, kind of thing on here, so we could put a 2x4 across it because it does open this way, so if the dogs push on it, obviously it's not that strong. But that was basically the last thing. Unfortunately, the GoPro died, so we missed a little bit of footage, but this is what it looks like. Good enough for now. Our usual level of quality. Good enough for now.
Good enough for now, and then this whole shed is gonna get a rebuild probably in the next couple weeks or month or something. Well guys, we put some finishing touches on the dog run and dog house. So we finished up with the door. We built our little medieval locking bars, which will keep this simple plywood door from being pushed open by the dogs, but it'll be simple enough for us to use. The dogs pretty much have free run of the property while we're here. This whole thing is for when we leave, and we're not going to take them with us, which isn't very often, frankly, but doors came out pretty well. We're happy with them. They won't be able to jump them. And cleaned out the inside, made some more space. I think in the future we will build some sort of door with an actual dog door on this side. That way we can still walk in and out, but when we're not using it, this will be sort of an enclosed space for the dogs, less wind, etc., etc. So overall, we're pretty happy with how it came out. It was a pretty easy fencing project this time. The ground is super muddy, so T-posts went in really easy. We were able to dig the line and get the bottom rung where we needed it to. We still have a ton of cleaning up to do, obviously. So far, this will work for now. We will eventually be reskinning this whole shed and revitalizing it so that it's a little bit more, I don't know, pretty, usable, functional. Yeah. Ugly. Yeah, all of the above.
So that's pretty much it for today. It is 7 p.m. right now. We started working at 10 a.m. this morning is when we like really got started. So what is that, 9 hours? 9 hours of working on this. It's definitely only good enough for now, but I'm pretty proud of what we did. It looks a lot better than I thought I was going to. I think using this building was a really cool idea. I'm not stressed about the conditions that the dogs are going to be staying in while we're gone.
We'll put in some shade out here once it starts getting closer into summer, but right now, like, the highs are 30 degrees, and so that shed stays pretty chilly. So
yeah. Dogs are over there. I don't know if you can hear that. They're enjoying their last day of freedom and they don't even know it.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.
See you on the next one.
Bye.